Hi there. I wanted to share with you kind of a little knitting hack that I just accidentally came upon because of the pattern that Sam's Yarn Basket gave me in written form. It's not a tutorial or anything that she's done. She just wrote it down what I should do. No, it is not perfect. I have been knitting for all of 2 months. But I did the ribbing 6 inches or 15 centimeters, and then I started doing the knit stitch. Since it's in the round, it's all the knit stitch. And then she said when I got to the crown, then I start decreasing. Well, because I started with 100 stitches on my 4mm needles, she said take your number, divide by 5. Well, I had been doing that. I had put a stitch marker every 20 stitches. So now when I got to the decreases, all I have to do is, and my brown one is the one that's at the end because I think that's funny. And I'm immature that way. And then this is where I start. So all I have to do is, I don't even need to count. I am still counting, but just to make sure I'm doing the stitches right, all I need to do is get to these last 2 stitches, and that is where I'm going to knit 2 together. And then each time I get there, and it is working. I started with 20 stitches in between, right? Because I had 100 and I had marked it every 20. So I went 18 stitches and then knit the 2 together, and then 17 stitches, knit 2 together. But as you go around, it's just gonna, it's where these markers are, it's just gonna do that for me, which is great. I put this safety pin in here to show me where I started decreases, just because I wanted to. And this was just a row counter. I just wanted to see how many I've done. 3 rows of decrease. But that's just what I'm doing. I will go ahead and show knitting. I will probably speed this up, but I will show you my continental style. I push the stitches up close, and then I keep this stitch marker. I want to flip it around in the front. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, where's my yarn? Okay. I'm going to pull that yarn a little bit. And I scoop it like that. And then scoop it off the end and then make sure it's tight. And then scoop it. And I'm kind of pulling it down on the needle back here, not on the tapered part each time, because I don't want my stitches too tight or too loose. Move my stitches up, pull that down a little bit because they're getting a little loose. Again, I am a beginner. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a double check. Okay, that's correct, because the last row I had 16. And then I'm going to take these 2 stitches and then scoop up that yarn, pull it through, pull that through, and push that up. And there's my 2 together. And then I'm going to move this stitch marker over the bulb. You got to get the bulb part. All right. And then I can continue knitting till the last 2 and then knit 2 together. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Again, I put this on the one. Those are stitches that are finished. and those are stitches. That's where I'm headed. And that is how I've been decreasing, and it's a nice little hack for me to not really have to count and to know, okay, yes, my decreases are getting landing in the right places. So this gets folded up. I have tried this on my husband's head. This is very nice yarn from Italy. Do I have one of the ball bands around here? Oh, my pots are getting fed. I don't. Oh, there it is. This yarn right here. Filatura Di Crosa. I am on my second ball, so the ball is 50 grams. 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, 125 meters, 136.5 yards. 100% Lana extra fine merino superwash wool. I can only use wool if it's super washed. So this is very nice yarn, and it's very stretchy, even though it has no nylon in it. It's all wool. It's just how it's woven. So I have liked working with it, and it gives nice stretch. Again, I'm a beginner, and I'm sure you can see lots of little mistakes there. I'm okay with mistakes. If I was selling this, oh no, absolutely not. But I'm a beginner. Why would I be selling this? And also, you probably wouldn't use such nice yarn for a hat for somebody that you're selling, because then you have to charge more, right? This wool came from Ladybird Loves. I won a Wally Wednesday giveaway. Anyway, that's my hack. So like, if you know the number of stitch counts you have for your hat, and you know you're going to want to decrease by 5 stitches every row or whatever it is, that's where you should put your markers as you're going along. Now, some of you don't need this many stitch markers. I really like having them, and then it turned out that it's saving me a lot of time on those decreases, because then all the decreases, you can see the lean a little bit. I've heard about that. You can see that it's leaning just a little bit. There are ways you can make your decreases not lean like that, but again, I'm a beginner, so I hope that was helpful. And this, again, Sam's Yarn Basket was the pattern writer. Literally, it was cast on 100 long tail cast on. Do 2x2 ribbing, so 2 knit, 2 purl. Do it joining around, 2 knit, 2 purl till you have 15 centimeters or 6 inches, and then start knitting until you get to the crown, kind of where you would want to start decreasing. And that's where I'm at, and that's the pattern, and it really saved me a lot of heartache with counting, because then I know if I missed a stitch somewhere or whatever. I have no missed stitches up until this point. Do I have them down here, and did I make up for it? Yes, but that's a different issue altogether now, isn't it? Again, beginner. But yeah, stitch markers, they can be your best friend. And yes, and that little lean, for me it's leaning to the right, is normal. So the decreases will show a little bit in that regard, but that will be on the top of his head. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And thank you, Sam's Yarn Basket, for teaching me and writing this little pattern. Okay, thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? Hugs from Mima Potato Head, who still is missing her glasses. Hugs from me, whatever kind you need. And remember, I think I already said it. Anyway, remember, you matter and kindness matters. I really hope to see you again. Thanks for spending time with me. Bye.